It's been a few days, partly because uh, I was not really in the mood to record, but also I've been sitting with some ideas around money, prosperity, and I'm working with a spiritual teacher, and I'd asked her about how to forgive myself for past money mistakes. And she said, well, what if there are no mistakes? What if it's just learning? Which I've heard from other people in the past. But then she went on to explain that when we have major issues around money, it's really ultimately about self-worth, self-value, that our soul is using that as a way to learn that lesson, to find a sense of our self-value, our self-worth that has nothing to do with money itself. So that was what I've been sitting with the last few days. Like, what does that look like? Like, if my sense of safety, security is not attached to money, if my value, if my worth is not about what is in my bank account or not in my bank account, then what is? Where is my self-worth? Where is my self-value? Where does my security and safety come from? So what do you think when you sit with that? Or I invite you to take the time to sit with it, to reflect on it. What if it has to do with our connection to source, the divine? Or what if it's just about my ability to be present in the moment? What if it's just about my ability to simply live, create every day, whatever that looks like or means to you? And I don't mean just doing things like this, like creating for my YouTube or working on uh, something specific. I mean, what do I want to say? I mean, it doesn't have to be about like an actual work thing or project, although that can be part of it too. But just about the act of creating from life itself, whether that's cooking a meal or having a conversation with a friend or dancing or taking a walk in nature. Because when you're walking in nature, that's a co-creation with nature as well. You know, being able to interact with the energy of the trees and flowers around us, appreciating them, smelling them, looking at the magnificence of Earth itself, you know, all the beauty that we're surrounded by, the flowers, the trees, the oceans, the sand, the grass. That simply marveling in that is a creation of itself. And what if that is where abundance comes from? That sense of connection to beauty and earth and all the bounty that we have on the planet, or just all the breath in my body, you know, all the cells in my body. That's abundance. What if my abundance comes from being able to appreciate all of that, or the miracle that my body is, the wonder that it's able to do, keeping my heart beating without me thinking about it, the complications that my brain can handle, that my brain does things that I don't actually understand what's happening all the time. Like, what is it? I think We only use like maybe 10% of our brain's potential, something along those lines. What if my value, my self-worth is simply just because I'm here, I exist, I'm alive? Like when they say that abundance is your divine inheritance, is that what that means? These are just questions I've been sitting with the last few days. And what if I could source my safety from just remembering that I am a reflection of Source itself, that I am the divine expressing itself, living through me each and every day. That Source came to experience life through me, through my physical experience. That I am where the spiritual and the physical meet. Like really feeling into that, sit with that. Feel how miraculous you are and the love that is attached to that. That there's so much joy and wonder to be experienced. That is a form of love. That is divine love. And if you are that miracle, how worthy are you? How can I ever question my own value, my own worth, when I remember that I am where the physical and the spiritual meet? That this is how God's source, the divine, experiences itself in new ways, and that it delights in that. And then it's easier to see that money is just a small part of that experience. That's just about circulating the energy to experience more and more of life itself. Like, how would my life change if I took that on as a way to move through the world, to move through my life? And even just talking it out loud with you, I feel more relaxed. I feel more at home in myself. I feel more at peace. And I feel the wonder of it, the pure joy, the pure bliss of the divine delighting in itself through me. That feels wealthy in and of itself. So that's where I'm at today with that. I may have more later. I'm going to continue to sit with and play with this and see what happens. See how my world expands. And if you take this on, let me know how it goes for you as well. Sending you so much love. And always remember to honor the light within you.